I have.
Okay, we're recording.
I don't either, that's fine.
We are recording. Okay. I'll call to order the meeting of the Jefferson County Plan Commission for January 9th, 2024. We'll first have roll call to determine a quorum. Warren Oxer here, Mike Pittman here, David Bramer, Jenny Beverly, Gene Rydell here, Britt Copeland, Lisa Hammock, Ray Black, David Ferguson. Here. We have a quorum of 6 people at our meeting, so we can go ahead and proceed with our meeting. I don't believe we have minutes for our last meeting to consider. Is that correct? Dayton, please note David Bramer just arrived as well, so we still have a quorum. So we will move on from that. And let's see, let me get back to our we have the minutes. Yeah. Okay, excuse me, I'm sorry. Has everyone had a opportunity to review the November 8th minutes? I'll entertain a motion for approval. So moved. All right, do I have a second? Any further discussion? All those in favor of approving the minutes from November 8th? Aye, opposed. All right, minutes have passed. The next item of business is the election of officers for 2024. We'll start. I will entertain a motion for appointment for president. Nominate second. We have a second. All right. Any further discussion? Any further nominations? Okay. We'll consider nominations closed then. All those in favor of Warren Oxer for president? Opposed, same sign. All right. We'll next consider vice president. Nominations are open for vice president.
I got a great job. No.
I make a motion that David Bramer, vice president.
Second motion.
All right. Any other nominations?
I'll second that and move.
Nominations are closed. All right. Nominations are closed. Then all those in favor of David Bramer for vice president, say aye. Opposed, same sign. Then we also appoint Lynette Anderson as secretary for the Plan Commission. So I entertain a motion for that. Unless someone else wants the job as secretary for the Plan Commission. All right. We have a second for Lynette for secretary. We have a second. And any other nominations? Don't believe we really do that. I think it's just strictly an appointment. So all those in favor of Lynette Anderson for secretary? Aye. Okay. I have a note here, and I have not had an opportunity. Who is the vacancy that we have on our board? She has a note here on my agenda to discuss a vacancy. Okay. I will, maybe I'm on the wrong agenda as part of it. Yes, that's on the BZA. Yes, but I don't have that on ours. We have our officers. Any other current business listed in none, new business or other business? Anyone have anything for this evening? The only area I want to touch on briefly is I know with Lynette's been out of the office and is going to be out of the office now, it's my understanding, through February 4th. I believe she's extending the family medical leave. What have we been doing as far as to keep the office open? What's been operating in the meantime?
What we've been doing is basically Josh and they're covering what he calls Josh's basically been really been interesting. Usually get back to the same people all within it. Usually thank. I have enough. Somebody else.
It concerns me a little bit that we don't have an office that's open as such. I would think we'd be in a position when an employee's off on family medical leave, they're not being paid, so there would be money in the budget that could be moved around to pay for a part-time person. And then there's also money that is budgeted for part-time as well, that we have some dollars available on. You know, and it's not like it's just plan commission or just surveyor's office or just building inspector. It's all three that we don't have. And, you know, it's unusual. I don't know of any other offices in the courthouse that we decide can just be shut down or strictly by appointment.
I think one of the things different, usually out, Josh is usually out. That here,
Mhm.
a lot of times, that sits here, basically, very little's going on. We've got our phone set up, I get a message on my phone. Excuse me. Somebody wants to come in here and sit with you. Not something you can bring somebody in.
I honestly don't think anybody, I mean, have to train somebody for months to be able to take her place. It's-
People expect answers, don't they, when they?
Well, I haven't seen a single issue. I'm with Mike. I get so many comments on how quickly we get things done, and I'm not trying to say that we're super fast. I think people just don't expect to get things done fast anymore for some reason. I mean, but
Okay.
if you call somebody back, if they leave a message on my phone, it sends it straight to my cell phone within. If I'm in the middle of something, it's gonna be within a
Mhm.
half an hour. It's
Okay.
usually within minutes that I call them back. I haven't seen any issue at all.
Okay.
The problem with I mean, if we had somebody sitting here, I think they would have to wait just as long as they do now, to
They'd
be
have to
honest
call
with
us.
you.
Well, and to give you an example, one of the players called me. Tie sheets are on section cord. Learning, but fortunately, our computer system says, we click on that section, cord, tie sheet pops up. Section corners for the bridge out here. That's tie sheets. Offer the. Warren, I understand your concern.
Mhm.
I'm concerned too, that I have not. Basically, the way our phone systems really makes it hard for somebody not to get it.
Yeah.
Hey, the courthouse has been very. Auditors. There's an issue. So.
Okay. All right.
No, I
I appreciate
I
that.
really do. I appreciate
Mhm.
what you're saying. But at this point, I don't want to have somebody come in.
Mhm.
That's. Go back and try to find our surveys in the back there. We'll spend quite a bit of time doing it. You get online and look.
Mhm.
Email today, we can send.
And I think the other thing, another business, I don't believe there's going to be a need for a February meeting. And so our next meeting will be the same as the BZA's, which would be March 5th, I believe it is. Be having a February meeting.
Is there any indicators? So that there may be a kind of a booming year for the county?
Not that I'm aware of particularly.
Movement from the bigger cities out. It's quite a few calls from real estate agents, mainly up in Indianapolis. Rare farmland. A lot of people like to set up horse farms. Yeah, so it's, me, we're getting some, but we're not, I think last year we got.
All right. Anyone else have anything for this evening? Not, I'll entertain a motion, we adjourn.
Moved.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Thank you much.
Go ahead.